Hey guys and gals, this is Alex with Legendary Apartment Brokers here in Kansas City. Today is Tuesday, July 8th, 2025. Let's get right into it. So, took a little bit of time off on the 4th of July week and weekend. Hope you guys all had a great and happy 4th of July. Let's get into the statistics here. So, what do we got in the MLS? We cover this every single week. What do we got new? What's new on the market that are $500,000 plus, built before 2020? And our multifamily here in KC, which I cover every single week. How does it fit in for your 1031 exchange? How does it fit in for you as an active real estate investor? What's new? So on the MLS, there's actually a total of 79 listings out there, plus one large listing down in Harrisonville. So really 80. And of that, there's 62 available. So really there's 18 that are under contract. So 62 available, $500,000 plus in the Kansas City metro. About half of those are $500,000 to $1 million, and then on up from there in terms of how it breaks down. And then over on LoopNet, which podcast listeners have pulled up LoopNet here, there's really only one new property. We'll talk about it's a mixed use property out in the open market. But as far as active listings, there's 40 out there. 36 are available. So 4 listed as under contract over on LoopNet. Over there, they're about a $2 million to $5 million purchase price typically, although there are a lot in the $1 million to $2 million range and far fewer of $1 million and less here on the open market. So what do we got? What if you got a 1031 exchange? What are you going to look at? What's new this week? I've covered every single new opportunity to hit the open market, but what's new this week? So stick with LoopNet podcast listeners. There's only really one new listing. I know it shows another one there. I actually covered that the week prior. It's a 9-unit for $1.1 million, $1.15 million, $127,000, $128,000 per door. So with that being said, the new opportunity is actually right in the heart of Crossroads. It's actually mixed use opportunity. Shows it's 4 units for $1.43 million, which means we're about $350,000 per unit or so. Not sure the breakdown on how that would work from retail versus not retail, but if you're in the market for a mixed use building, the Crossroads could be an interesting fit for you, or maybe there's some kind of owner occupied play there for you. Could be an interesting fit as well, although the mixed use piece could throw you off. So you got a 1031 exchange, you want to be in a Class A, very vibrant, growing submarket in the urban core, this is a great spot for you if you want to look at retail as well. Reach out. We'll talk about the numbers there. Okay. All right, podcast listeners, getting our bearings. Remember, no other new listings here, so we're not going to waste any more time on that. What about when we hop over into MLS powered, my website at legendaryapartmentbrokers.com? What do we got new here? This is also going to be the same listings you'll see on Zillow, Realtor.com, Redfin, etc. My website I've got here pulled up. This is, again, filtered down to $500,000 plus and built before 2020 for the most part. So there's actually 2 new listings. First up, we're going to talk about 10 units in Independence. So podcast listeners, I'm zooming into Independence, which is located, this particular property here is located west of 291, and it's actually west of Nolan, really, west of Lee Summit Road, east of Nolan, also west of 291, south of 24 Highway. It's 2 5-plex buildings for $750,000, so 10 units for $750,000, $75,000 per unit, which is a pretty fair and going rate for Independence. If you got a 1031 exchange, you want to be in a Class C working area, this could be an interesting fit for you. It's not overpriced. Love to see the numbers on it. We can take a look at this together and see how it might fit in for your active real estate investment strategy or 1031 exchange. It's going to be a class, I would say maybe B minus, C plus area. Again, Independence can be block by block. Typically the whole thing is considered Class C, but they're definitely Class A or A minus locations. And then also, you've also got some other options there for you as well. So it's just going to all come down to what the rents are for that particular property for your 1031 exchange or as an active real estate investment. But definitely something to look at, keep your eye on. Okay. All right, podcast listeners, zooming back out here, taking a look at what are the other new opportunities on the open market. Well, it actually happens to be a 12 unit. This is my listing. So this is a 12 unit right in the heart of Midtown, right off of the streetcar extension here. The map on this looks to be mislabeled, so I'll need to go in there and update that. However, so it's actually located at 39th and Walnut, just off of the streetcar extension here. listed for $1.4 million. So it's actually a little bit over $15,000 per unit. This thing's been was rehabbed down to the studs in about 2012 to 2017. All new everything. It's all electric, stainless steel appliances. Rents here, they've got some that are at 1,100 or 1,200, I believe. So you can get those rents up. There's also a lot in there at 995. I'm thumbing through the pictures here. You can see it's all been redone. It does have more of that beige color scheme to it, but you could easily update that to the gray. Really push rents pretty high here, but you don't have a lot of capex that you need to do. Roof everything, roof, appliances, hot water heater, HVAC, electrical, plumbing. All was done within the last 10 years or so, and so this is kind of a set and forget type of property. Just make sure you get market rate rents in there. I've got lenders standing by that I know would lend on this. Probably need to put 25% down or so. But it's a great urban core asset located just by the streetcar stop, quiet one-way street. Also, I mean, anybody can walk to anything Westport has to offer. You've got grocery store right next door. You got convenience stores, restaurants, bars, whatever. Jobs galore, I'll call it. But that's a great opportunity. It's a Class A location in the heart of the urban core of Midtown. Perfect for a 1031 exchange, a little bit more passive than some of the other ones. You could probably manage it yourself. Also have property managers standing by that I know would manage that as well. So anyway, reach out about that one and would love to help you take that one down for your 1031 exchange or if you're an active real estate investor. Okay. So just getting your bearings here, make sure that's covered every single new opportunity, which again, there's only really two here, actually three here this week here in the Kansas City market. And that's it, guys. So I don't waste any more of your time. This is Alex. Reach out to me, Alex at legendaryapartmentbrokers.com. We'll talk soon.